Okay.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
To my right here sits the great songwriter,
Right, singer, writer, song singer,
singwriter,
song singer,
song singer writer,
singer of writings and writer of songs,
and also the future Diane.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to. Sorry, we're not allowed to talk about the great Mendel Makel, artist and great scholar of Jewish happiness.
Scholarly Jewish. And this is Bunim.
Yeah, it's perfect. Anyway,
see, the whole thing's included in the
I
Likutei.
know, yeah, that's perfect. It's like Lechem Lamar kind of
But
thing.
by me, they can't remember who I was from the beginning to the end. They don't remember already what the they don't remember what the name is already.
The funniest thing is that it's been about 2.5 weeks since my last podcast with you.
Yeah.
And what were we talking about in the last podcast?
We're talking about patience.
Patience.
Right. And then
I've been trying to do another podcast since then.
And then we were
like
tested
again and again, and I'm like, 2.5 weeks.
Then we were tested to see if we're gonna have the patience. Yeah.
And even when we're finally about to record it, we got it with another patient test.
Yeah, more.
We're not gonna get into that right now.
Right.
Anyway.
We basically had to start in another 2 time zones later.
Yeah.
Same time, just 2 different time zones.
Exactly.
Anyway, so what are we talking about? We're talking about patience. We're talking about the Munah. We're talking about the land of the land of Eretz Yisrael, and we started connecting them all.
Right.
So let's do a summary of what we were talking about already.
I just came back from a trip to Queens.
Yeah, me too. It's not funny.
The oil of the Lubavitcher Rebbe.
Yeah.
We had a very, very, very spiritual Shabbos. I personally got filled up. I got filled up for like a month, for the next month, so maybe a year. Who knows? We'll see. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
Yeah, I forgot I have to share this on the other channel. Yeah, keep going.
But it just distracted me.
Going to the oil of the Lubavitcher
Rebbe, and I think I described it in my head. It got described really well. It was the Shabbos was peacefully energetic.
Yeah.
It was simultaneously peacefully tremendous, peacefully, and highly energetic at the same time. Sometimes, until you experience such a thing, it's very hard to even English is a tough language.
Kapperlano.
Exactly.
Yeah. Copper, like an end is made out of copper.
No, like to לחוות שזה קיים.
Comprehending.
Thank you. Comprehending.
I'm still thinking about the copper from the plumbing pipes.
Yeah, I had a stupid joke. We did some plumbing connecting, and I asked Mendel, you know why a Jew should always save copper? He said so he could make a penny. Like, perfect Jew answer. I'm like, no, for Yom Kippur. Al chet shechatan lefonecha.
Copper
Ve'al kulam slach lanu b'chalanu copper.
So that's your fault. Now you stuck the copper in my head.
Anyway,
and now it's the comprehend. I'm
yeah.
thinking copper.
So until you experience such an experience of calm, peaceful, and highly energetic at the same time, you can't even comprehend this kind of thing exists.
Yeah.
So it exists. And
which is very nice that was
bring
experienced
stuff
too.
like this to experience?
Yeah, it's very nice that was an experience because that's like a description of the Farbrengens that were by the Lubavitcher Rebbe. It was insanely energetic, but it was also
Very
it
contained.
wasn't calm and measured and not
So how could we experience such a thing? How
it was a
could
kind of excitement, didn't get anybody nervous.
How could a person experience such a thing?
Meaning, at first glance, you would think they're opposites.
Yeah, it's like when you're present. when you're coming to a place, as you mentioned, even when you go to a Rebbe,
Yeah.
you drop everything else. You don't think about the worries. You don't think about
Nothing,
the question.
yeah.
You come here and you commit to. Now I'm here.
Yeah. You're all in.
You're all in.
Right.
And when you come as a group to any kind of a trip as a group, and you're like, you know what, we sleep together in a house,
Right.
lunch together in the house, daven, fabring.
It's not about any one individual of us. If it's about us as
So
a
automatically,
as a whole.
when you are in the mission of everybody being a part,
Right.
so when you are able, so in general, anything in your life, when you are mission, I'll jump back in a second to where I was going initially. But what's the great success of shluchim? Why is the whole shluchus thing is so successful? Yes, the Rebbe established it, and there's the brachas of the Rebbe. But everything connects back to Emunah, right?
Yeah.
The Rebbe takes a person that is, at best a mediocre.
He's a guy. He's
At best a mediocre. You put him in a business,
Right.
it won't be able to open a pizza shop. In the
Right.
busiest street in
Yeah.
Manhattan, there is no other pizza shops, and you will fail it.
Right.
On the other hand, you take him, he builds moistis, billions of dollars of buildings. How do you explain it? When you put a person on a mission, he doesn't have time to do other stuff, but it needs to be a mission, like it's very hard to do stuff. But when you are mission,
Right. The difference is in a pizza shop, it's a nice thing. He's trying to make his life better, and
but there's no mission there.
In this, it's like
not about you, it's a
like
mission.
it's like it must succeed. No matter what the cost, it has to succeed.
No. It's
Yeah.
gonna fail. Even shluchim, you could see it's failed.
Okay, it could,
Why?
but usually, but usually, even when it should, it doesn't.
So there's two things. There is the mission, and there is the belief, emunah.
Right. But I'm
It's
saying
not,
in their mind,
it's
it
not
can't
your emunah in the Rebbe. Is the Rebbe emunah in you?
fail. Yeah, both.
The Rebbe put you in a position
Of,
and
of responsibility.
of responsibility, and your experience, trust. Somebody believes in me and trusts me to
Yeah.
fulfill what I'm doing.
So now I live up to that trust.
So now you keep going with
But
it.
it means it was inside
The
of me
same-
somewhere in the beginning.
The what?
It was inside of me somewhere in the beginning.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, but it
Not
wasn't.
necessarily.
Well, you
Not
have to have
necessarily.
you have to
You-
have it. You're not getting anything. You're not, as a human, you're not anything more than you were. But this thing was so deep hidden
Not
that it
necess-
wasn't even a potential. And now
You-
with this trust,
Okay,
you
so there
become connected to what your actual potential
There
is.
is,
That's-
Rabbi Nachman
yeah,
tells us the
something like
story of the Simpleton
this. Yeah,
and the Oid Bechuchem.
yeah,
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
Yiddish translation. In Hebrew, they say Maaseh michacham v'tam. In English, it's from a simpleton and a smart guy.
right.
But in
But
Yiddish-
Uber means like somebody who outsmarts himself.
Smart
like,
ass.
Yeah, like he outsmarts himself.
Outside.
Yeah.
And the tam was so, in a way, dumb. He couldn't do anything until the king called them because he was so honest, and called them and gave him position.
Right.
And the trust and the position brought out of him greatness. But at some point, when he was young, the simpleton told the Oy Bechuchem, I could come on what you have, but you will never be able
Right.
to get what I have.
Right.
Like I will be able to get wisdom,
Right. But you
But
can,
you
can never get
can
simplicity.
never be able to get
Yeah,
simplicity.
you won't be able to get. Yeah.
So you could be the most simple person, but when you get trust embedded in you, you will do anything. And this is true to our entire Jewish ancestry, except one exception, and this one exception is the guy that gives us hope. David
Yeah.
HaMelech.
Yeah.
He wrote Tehillim.
It was one of the seven.
He's the only
he was one of
guy
the seven.
that nobody believed in him ever.
Yeah. right. Right. Because his own father, his brothers, they laughed him out the door.
He didn't believe in himself,
Right. He didn't believe.
and
him.
he still
Right. He told
prevailed.
him. What are you talking about? Right.
And he is the guy who gave us Tehillim. That is the shah of all,
Yeah,
the
all
only
the
the
Emunah.
way of getting tshuva.
Yeah.
Why am I saying all of that? I already jumped.
Because we have to say
no,
Tehillim.
but we already jumped. I already jumped like three concepts ahead. The bottom line is that when you come into a place, now I remembered, and you are present.
Yeah.
That's it. If you are present, you're coming into a Fabringen, you're present. Everything else doesn't matter anymore because you're so much in the moment. And when you're in the moment, you can become peacefully energetic.
Yeah.
Because
Right.
what's the opposite
Because
of
because
peacefully
there's-
energetic?
Because you know why usually people aren't energetic. First of all, a lot of times,
Because
first of
they're
all,
out of
either
the
they're
moment.
fighting something so energetic, but also the things that when they're not in a how you say, like baruig,
They're not
in a calm state, the first of all, the mind becomes jumpy, but it's, at the same time it's exhausting.
Right. But
So you're
what's the
chaotic and
opposite-
not
What's the opposite of calm, peacefully energetic?
Is chaotically energetic.
No, chaotically shut down.
Also, yeah.
Right? What's the opposite of?
Well, usually it leads to shutdown. In fact, the
So-
the energy that you see is because he's fighting against the. It's not real energy. It's like fighting against the weight. But it's heavy and it's chaotic.
You know, a person could be angry at stuff and lay in bed and shut down about his anger.
Yeah.
And a person could be the same angry and go and do dishes. He's gonna be so angry the dishes is gonna be getting done so fast, and by the time he's done doing his dishes, he's gonna be out of his anger.
Yeah. So what's the moral of the story? Do dishes.
No, the moral of the story is if you are out of balance with your own self, don't get into bed. Go do something.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna go into bed, you're just gonna get
Now
deeper
you're-
and deeper and deeper
yeah.
into.
Not just that. The worst thing.
anger
The
is
worst
gonna
thing
slow
is,
down, and the anger is
not
gonna
that,
slow
it's
down in
gonna-
your head.
It's going to go into your
and it's gonna go
subconscious at that
deeper.
point. Yeah, it's going to become
And
part
if
of
you
your
go and do
subconscious.
something, you're gonna go on a run. You're gonna go this.
Right.
It's gonna accelerate the thought
know what-
so
you know what
fast
happens
until
when
it's
you go
gonna
to
get.
sleep?
You're gonna accelerate it so fast out of you.
You know what happens when you go to sleep? When you go to sleep, all of your conscious thoughts that you left at the end of the day, they now absorb into your subconscious, and now you can't even fight the thought anymore. When you're
By the
awake,
way-
still you can fight the thought.
By the way,
Whether it's a
Mendel.
muscle for life.
One second.
It's
By
a
the way,
muscle for life. You know
Mendel,
this.
it's a good time to practice being present. I'm just saying.
Yeah. It's it's
What's the muscle for life?
right. It's a muscle for life. The muscle for life is the same thing. Is when you're down here doing right, it says yom, right? You know, yom v'layla, my yom. Yom is here.
Right.
Laila is
Laila,
time
my
to
boat,
time,
right?
yeah. So when you're down here, right, hayom lasaise, you can still change it. Once this day is done, meaning this life is done, you go into the sleep, right? You can't change it in the sleep anymore. In the sleep, all you're doing is absorbing what was during the day. The same thing. You go in Olam Haba, anything you do here on this earth,
You take it with you.
you're now and that's it. You can. There's no backsies after that. As long as you're here, you can change it still. Like you're saying, you can still do the dishes.
Exactly.
The second you go to sleep, now it's locked in. So it's locked into your.
So bottom line is, be present.
Yeah.
If you're angry, be present in your angry. If you're depressed, be present with your depression.
Yeah, feel it.
That's already.
No, feel it. Meaning a lot. Well, what does it mean when people are not present in it? Like, for example, something that they're upset, sad about, whatever it is, right? They run away from the feeling of sadness. It's not always good. Sometimes you're supposed to feel the feeling of
I
sadness.
don't know if I don't know if I would describe it as feel it, or I would say
Be
to a
present
person
in
feel
it,
it.
but it means you have to feel it
I'm
also,
saying
to
be
me.
present. When I say be present,
No, it was-
be why like you could be depressed, and you're gonna ask him like, what are you sad about? I'm like, I don't even know. I'm just sad. You're just not anywhere. You're not in your sadness. You're not in your happiness. You are not in your day to day. You are everywhere. Gather yourself and go somewhere. I mean, not physically, in your head.
Yeah. Don't wallow in it.
I find it to myself that when my mind starts racing and it's have 100 different thoughts in my head, I can write 100 things from my head.
Because you can only write one thing at a time.
No.
Yeah.
All of those 100 thoughts that are tracing are basically one or two, tops 3 things.
That's splitting out.
They're just
branching.
Keep racing and entangling and becoming 7 and 14 and 20 and 28.
Yeah.
They keep doubling itself because you have no clarity because you are not present.
Well, this is, it's funny because we're talking about simplicity, right? This is, there's people that what's the word? Like I counseled them, and they were having different things. Could be. Sometimes people come and ask me things about the business. What are you asking me about your business for? I here's
the best answer for the business.
Here's my bit. Well, actually, it's mishpat turns out, but that's my business. It's not even about business knowledge, not business knowledge. I don't know the field the guy's in. More often than not, though, it's not about the knowledge of the field. More often than not, the guy has the he knows.
He knows his own answer.
Right, I'm not giving him no answers. Listen, on making copper springs or pipes or something. I don't know what. I don't know nothing about how these machines work and this and that and the other. I don't know about the costs. I don't know about the market. I don't know about how the economy affects copper. I don't know none of this. But usually all the problems he already knows what happens though. It's in a way the subconscious doesn't want you to deal with it. So it's doing what you're saying. It keeps making it more and more and more. And it's no, but this, but that. Usually the answer is really all I was doing was asking questions. And then when you would answer a question, I would put it in a box. Okay, so we've established this. Okay, so we've established
like with the
this.
Shabbos. Like the Shabbos with Mashva.
Yeah.
With the catering.
Yeah. Okay. This is now. This thing is taking care of itself now. Okay. Now how about the rooms? But I'm not thinking about the rides and the rooms. And even it's the whole thing. It's really generally very simple. So you have fine. So I said okay. So after he told me this, now I have no idea what I'll tell you another story similar to it. Was the guy who came to Rabbi Jacobson who was supposed to be teaching Rabbi Vyshetsky. It's Mandy Minsky's grandfather.
Yeah.
So, he's supposed to teach him English because he was supposed to help people. He just I don't know English. I don't watch. So the guy comes and he says he wants a divorce. You want a divorce? Why? And the guy's talking half an hour, 45 minutes. Okay. He turns to her. You want a divorce? She goes, yeah, why? Yeah. And she goes, because he doesn't listen to me. All right, 45 minutes.
The guy didn't listen either.
45 minutes. No, 45 minutes. No, and he's what's it called? And then at the end, he looks at them both and he goes, for this divorce? And they looked at each other like, he's right. And they walked out. And by the way, I don't know how long, but anyways, Rabbi Vyshetsky said, what did they say? He says, I don't know. Anyways, same thing. I think I know what he's talking about in his business. So I said, okay, so based on what we just said, you have how many options? Basically, it's how many options? Three options. 1, 2, 3. And he told me this option, which I didn't know what's one, what's say. So okay,
already knew which one.
Okay, what's the pros and cons? So he said, this option really, tell me this. Let's pick this one. Is that you can go? He goes, yeah. I mean, it's infeasible. This one. He goes, no, I can't really find. So I said, then that's not an option. So now you have to. And then that was it. He said, you're brilliant. Who knew you knew so much?
Brilliant.
Who knew?
He actually probably said it's brilliant.
He said, who knew? And they told me, who knew you knew so much about copper piping or something or whatever. Springs. Nice. I think it was, I don't know what it was, springs or something. I don't know, some manufacturing.
I copper. This is something else.
No, something manufacturing.
I actually had a very, very fun story.
Coils.
I have a very fun story about these situations. I had a boss in about 2019 in Brooklyn. His name is Ari Fixler. He works ballpark signs.
Yeah.
And I used to install awnings, store signs,
like those,
a lot of stuff.
Those things, yeah.
And every time I had a question, like bumps in this thing, what should I do? How should I, customize stuff around? He used to listen to my question and say no. Like I finish my question and he said no.
Right. So what do you think?
And then I go like, okay, so I could do it like that and that and that. And he's like, and it's gonna work? I'm like, yes. Like, so you have the answer. So what do you need me for? So what do you need me for?
So go install it.
Go do it.
Right, but a
It's
lot
on the
of,
same concept. Sometimes
but-
you just need to
Right.
talk to someone
No, but it's
to
but
be,
why?
to
But
be
why?
a bouncing
but,
board.
but why? Why? Because it's the same thing. Because the thing has gotten complex, and the answer almost always lies in the sim. So now you've talked it out. Okay,
not-
okay, I know what the thing is. It's simple.
It's not,
Only what?
it's not-
Only what? I'm thinking there's a different way, and maybe there's a third way, and maybe
it's
there's a
not-
fourth way.
It's not about
And what
complex.
would he do?
It's not
What-
about complex.
It's usually
Complex.
complex.
It's not. It's about. We'll go back to this basic statement of faith, belief.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are so not sure of yourself that you need a final stamp from someone else.
Yeah. You
have
think
the
you think you
answers.
need. You think you need a
Yeah,
stamp.
whatever. This is the you have
Yeah.
you have the answers. You have everything, but you need somebody else to tell you kosher.
Yeah. Yofa Marta.
Good gizuk, go for it. And then you know like suddenly once somebody tells you I believe in you, you can do it.
Yeah.
Suddenly you're getting grabbed and all the problem that you had disappeared because why? Because you know how to deal with it. You got it. Go for it.
It's the same thing. What happens when you're not believing in yourself and you don't accept your answer, you complicate it almost always.
Sure, but what simplifies it? Somebody
Faith.
believing in you.
Faith
You believing in
simplifies.
yourself. You believe in.
That's why it's called simple faith, right? Simple faith.
Remember on Shabbos, we learned about on Shabbos we learned the Torah about if somebody lost an aveda, right?
Yeah, he lost something.
You lost something, and then you need to go to the tzaddik to find you.
Right,
what
you go to the
lost.
tzaddik to
But
find
then
you
at some
lost.
point he said you need to go to the chacham to see if you can recognize your aveda,
Right.
right?
Because
You-
how
you
do you know it
lost.
when you see it?
Right.
And the tzaddik, the reason he could do it is because he already found what he
You
lost.
need somebody else to believe in you to be able to find out that what
Yeah.
you lost.
Well, you need to believe in yourself, but in order to believe in yourself, you need somebody. That's the whole thing, right? In order, why can the tzaddik help
Remember,
you?
it was all a circle.
Wait, right, but why can the tzaddik help you? Because he already found his aveda.
Right. But why do you need to stop at the chacham for a minute and then go back to the tzaddik? Remember the lashon?
Yeah, because he helps you
was
see
it?
it.
Kaf, pei, kaf,
Kuf Nun.
kaf, pei,
Kuf. Okay.
kuf, pei, chet, kuf, ayin. Am I wrong? Oh, כף פי חטא. No, I'm not. Right, you see? אך הצדיק אינו משיב לו אבדה. One second. על כן, צריך
Yeah.
לבוא לחכם, לבקש ולהכיר אבדתו, ולשוב ולקבלה אצלו. אך הצדיק אינו משיב לו אבדה. See, you stopped in the חכם
Yeah.
for a second,
Yeah.
and then you're jumping right back to the tzaddik. Why?
No.
Because sometimes you need the chacham to believe in you, so you could recognize your own stuff. It's all
Right. It's like we were saying, where you had the answer, but you can't see that you
you
have the
can
answer.
see it yourself, but you need somebody else to
Right.
believe in you to
It
find
takes
it.
a chacham to bring it out.
And
of
then
you.
once you went to the chacham, now
Yeah.
you could see that you're not a
Now you
Ramai.
can see. Yeah. And now you can get from the tzaddik your aveda.
Okay, this is all different stuff.
Anyway,
But-
but now Kuf, what are we? Kuf Nun Hey. Let's
Kuf Nun
let's
Hey,
get
yeah.
what are we talking about here?
Good for the name. Where were we holding?
What are we holding?
Um,
Well, let's quickly just recap the basic ideas here.
we were talking
We're
about
talking
that
about that-
sadness is a very bad
Yeah.
manners.
Yeah, sadness of bad.
And this
yeah.
is the reason, and the reason that person that doesn't go to the tzaddik and daven and doesn't daven properly is because
He's
sadness,
sad and lazy.
laziness, and heaviness. We had three
Yeah.
lashonis, right?
Yeah,
And it's because of the lack of emunah.
right.
Like a
He
little
doesn't
chip
have
in the
enough
emunah.
imunah. Yeah,
He doesn't have a complete emunah.
yeah,
He has enough. He just
It's
doesn't have
lacking.
it complete.
it's lacking. Lacking means it's not enough. It needs more.
He has it all. It's just in two pieces. You know, you have one in here and one in there, and it's not.
Yeah,
a,
but
it's not
chesar,
sheva.
chesar means missing. Actually,
Not necessarily.
yeah.
Why?
Chaser means there's something missing. It's not just a crack. It means just a chunk missing.
Right, but the chunk.
Chassid.
But you still have the chunk. The chunk
Yeah,
by you.
yeah, but it's in a
It's
Ziploc bag.
Sure, but on you.
Yeah.
You have it.
But
Point
it's-
is that you have
but
all.
there's
You have
a
it all.
hole. There's
You
a
have it
hole
all.
in it.
You have it all. You
Yeah.
just need to complete it,
Yeah,
right? Because the chasar and emunah, you have one from one side you have chasar and emunah, and the other side you have an emunah shlema, a complete one.
Complete one, yeah.
It means that it's just a broken thing, and now we completed it.
Now you're right. You Pfeffer at the back. Remember, like a little tefillin.
Right.
Tefillin is
Pfeffer,
Pfeffer. That's Pfeffer is with the cheres, like it's missing a piece. Yeah.
People wish they know what's going on in our heads. And the main thing that you're confused, basically, you want to do that? I should.
Yes, let's go. Let's do it very fast, right? So, because if he had emunah, then he would know that Hashem's listening. If Hashem's listening, he would daven.
And it's the same thing
Right?
with the land of Chita.
Yeah. And why? Because the main problem is because of lack in emunah. Right. For example, if you put the wheat in the ground and it's a bad ground, it's not going to grow the same. And emunah is the ground.
If you have good soil, if you have good emunah,
right.
then
it's going to grow.
Then you as a person, you're going to grow properly because
Right.
you're going to be able to
Right.
Nothing is going to bother you if your
Just,
emunah is good.
just like that wheat that's in a good ground, that when the wind comes, it won't uproot
Nothing.
it.
So if you have a good emunah, nothing is going to bother you. You're going to go in Avodas Hashem. Going to go with your
Right.
business. You won't. People like whispering on you. You won't bother you.
Right. Nothing can move you because you're in a
Yes.
solid emunah, you know. But if you have a chesar in emunah, then you're that power
You're
of
rotten-
growth
you're
is
rotten
it's right
yourself.
and it becomes rotten. And when you become rotten, what happens? You can blow away easily.
And now you fight
Right.
it with patience.
With patience, yeah.
Why?
Play with patience.
Because when erech hapayim,
Right.
right? It's the midah of patience.
Yeah.
We're skipping a lot of stuff because
Well, we didn't skip it. We just summarized
we're
it.
summarizing it because
We did it last time.
Because the opposite. What is the opposite of patience? Charonaf.
Right.
Charonaf is avodah zarah. So when you,
Right.
if you
That's
are
what
not,
anger.
if you are rotting away, you're getting into
Right.
depression. Depression leads to anger.
Right.
And if you're angry, you're mamash avodah zarah.
Right.
And what's the opposite of avodah zarah?
It's the serving
Emunah.
Emunah.
Emunah. And what is the opposite of erech hapayim, of patience?
It's anger.
Anger.
Yeah.
So in order to get out of the anger, you need to have patience. And once you're doing patience,
You'll have emunah.
you already are abolishing avodah zarah in the world.
Right.
And
And
you're
automatically
getting
it's
emunah.
going
Because
to
the
increase
average-
your emunah. It's
because
going
it- because
to
it-
complete
yes.
your emunah.
but the biggest thing is that any moment that you are patient, you have a mitzvah of bi'arta hara mikrebecha.
Yeah.
Right? Of abolishing avodah zarah.
Basically, and any moment you're patient, you've done the mitzvah of abolishing idol worship.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? Just by being
by being
patient. Whoa. I want to be patient. Does it work?
I want to be patient now.
It's not funny because
No, you have to wait for
because-
patience. I don't
because-
want to wait for patience. I
because-
want patience
because
now.
what was happening to Moshe Rabbeinu when he was standing on Har Sinai? Not on Har Sinai, on our when he was looking onto Eretz Yisrael.
No, on
Oh,
not her. It was
Al
on the
Tavo?
one, yeah.
No.
I think yeah, he was just doing it. He was just doing it this week and last week.
Right. Here. He's talking about it. ועיקר גודל ההשתוקקות וההתלהבות של משה רבנו שלום, שהיה מתלהב לארץ ישראל כל כך, היה רק
He was
בשביל
so
המידה הזאת של
excited
האחות
to have
הפעם.
for Eretz Yisrael.
He had so impatient to Eretz Yisrael. Why? Because he knew in Eretz Yisrael there is the patience.
The patience. So he wanted the patience now.
Yes.
See?
Yes.
Yeah. It's no joke,
It's
right?
not
Like
a
it says,
joke.
Vayimahir Moshe, Vayikadach Dachi. He hurried.
hurried
He had no
up.
patience.
Why?
He hurried up and
Why?
he bowed
Because-
down
and
to the
it-
ground.
And it says in the pasuk, they say, okay, let's go back to where
Let's go
we
to
were.
where we
Ready?
were, yeah.
שכל זהו בחינת ערך אפיים, בחינת אמונה, בחינת כוח הגודל וכוח עצום מהחלום. אוקיי, ודע
And no.
שערך אפיים תלוי בארץ ישראל.
Right. So
The
the patience.
patient is depending
So this
on
is
Eretz
where Eretz Yisrael comes in, because up until now we've been speaking about patience
Patience,
and we've been speaking about emunah,
אמונה.
but now comes in why the land of Israel has to do
So
it.
now you should know that the patience is depending on ארץ ישראל.
Yeah.
כי שם זוכים לבחינת ערך אפיים. Because in ארץ ישראל,
We merit.
you merit to the patience. כי ארץ ישראל הוא בחינת אמונה.
Yeah. Eretz
Because
Yisrael
that's,
is
is
the
אמונה.
is
How do you
emunah.
know that it says in the pasuk, in Tehillim, כמו שכתוב, שכון ארץ וראה אמונה.
Yeah, dwell in the land.
Dwell in the land and graze.
Graze
faith.
emunah, yeah, faith. Yeah.
That's the pasuk. כמו שאמרו, and it brings another marker from the Gemara. Rabbi Nachman likes to brings usually two proofs for each thing. One from the Talmud and one from the Psukim.
Yeah, from the Tanakh, yeah.
Not always, but it's not a rule of thumb. But he likes to do that a lot to bring not just one.
To bring a Teshav Shiva Seven yeah.
כל הדור בארץ ישראל דומה כמי שלא יש לו אלוקה. Whoever.
So whoever lives in Eretz Yisrael is
like
similar to somebody who has a God.
That means what is having a God? He has emunah.
I was just talking about this with on a family group today, about in terms of that you have a lot of times people they come from Eretz Yisrael and they come here. It's much harder because in Eretz Yisrael, whether you like it or not, there's a natural connection to God in the land of Israel.
You know, there's a Shabbos.
Yeah.
Comes the Shkia. Even if you live in Tel Aviv, there's a different feeling. Something in the land.
But even on the weekdays, when you're Eretz Yisrael, it's different. It's the land. The land itself is a connection to God. Like the very land, the physical land. Hashem's eyes are on it from the beginning of the year to the end of it. Yeah.
נמצא.
Yes, it comes out.
שארץ ישראל הוא בחינת אמונה.
Yeah, Eretz Yisrael is faith.
אין יצרך אפיים, אין אמונה, right?
Yeah, and it's a patience.
ועל ידי אמונה זוכים לבחינת אריכות אפיים, as you said before, כנ"ל.
Right, if you have faith, then you'll have
so
patience.
if Eretz Israel is אמונה, from the second, the first proof was also
it
about
says,
אמונה.
well, yeah.
And the second proof is also about אמונה.
Yeah.
And he says here that before we explained that אמונה is patience.
Right.
Right? אריכות אפיים. דהיינו, שלא יוכל לבלבלו שום מונע ובלבול מעבודתו כנ"ל.
Right, nothing can confuse
if you
him
have
and
patience, if you have Eretz Israel, Emunah and patience, nothing can confuse you.
Because you're not in a panic to do something. Yeah. Right.
נמצא שעיקר עבודת איש הישראלי זוכים על ידי ארץ ישראל שהוא בחינת אמונה.
So the main service of a Jewish person
is
he merits through Eretz Yisrael.
Now it doesn't say about living
there.
Well, שהוא בחינת אמונה.
Doesn't say.
There is a level of אמונה. One second. בחינת עריכת אפיים. בחינת כוח הגודל וכוח הצומח.
Patience, which is the power of growth and the power of getting big and growing.
And you can even see it from the last pasuk. שכון ארץ וראה אמונה.
Graze means
graze on the land, on the eretz.
Yeah.
So it's
that's what's feeding.
The emuna. It's all part of the
growing.
Of the koach hatzomach, koach הגודל, like the whatever. Yeah. שעל ידי זה זוכים להתחזק בעבודתו. Through the energy of growth and an energy of koach הגודל וכוח. How do you say it?
Growing of it means of growing, and you see in American it doesn't work so much, but it's the power of growing and the power of being bigger.
The power of planting and the power of growing.
Meaning because tzomech also means like the blooming.
Right. Okay.
Growing and blooming, you could say.
The power of sprouting is of sprout.
Meaning godel.
The power of sprout.
Meaning godel is gidul is just size.
The power
tzmicha is also in quality.
The power of sprouting and the power of growing.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Could say sprouting.
ולבלי להסתכל על שום מונע ומעכב ומבלבל שאי אפשר לזכות לעבודת השם באמת כי אם על ידי זה וכנ"ל. ועיקר גודל ההשתוקקות וההתלהבות של משה רבנו.
So 1 second. Right, so he can.
So when you are so rooted in a good ground of Emunah,
right, nothing can move him, nothing can push him off the way.
Nothing can make
like you said before, by the wheat in the good ground.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now he's going ahead. ועיקר גודל ההשתוקקות וההתלהבות של משה רבנו עליו השלום, שהיה מתלהב לארץ ישראל כל כך, and the main sizable passion and yearning and excitement of Moshe Rabbeinu to go to Eretz Israel,
right.
That he davened ve'eschanon. How many?
Right, was why?
How many davened? How many? There was a pasuk, whatever.
Right, how many tefillahs he said?
Why? היה בשביל מידה הזאת של אריכות אפיים.
Just to
get patience. Because he saw that only in Eretz Israel, this is Rashi actually says in the pasuk. מחמת שראה ששם בארץ ישראל זוכים לבחינת ערך אפיים.
Yeah.
He saw only in Eretz Israel, he
That
could
you can
merit
get this
ערך אפיים.
patience.
וזה שאמרו רבותינו ז"ל, וימהר משה ויקוד ארצה וישתחו.
Right, he hurried and he bowed down to the ground.
מה
and he
ראה?
Bowed down.
הגמור ask, מה ראה? ערך אפיים ראה.
Right, he saw patience.
He
That's
saw
what he
patience. What he saw patience? What did he do when he saw patience? Rushed. I want that.
Because he wasn't in Eretz Yisrael yet.
Where did I sign up for that?
Because he wasn't in Eretz Yisrael yet. He wasn't
That's
in
it.
the patience yet. He was only rushing to the patience.
Yes,
Once he got to the patience, he would have had the patience.
but he never
would
got
have
into
done.
there.
He never got to the patience.
This is a whole different story. I
'Cause he
think
was
we learned
rushing.
about it on Shabbos, right? The Mashver gave a shir about it.
Yeah.
Why didn't Moshe Rabbeinu didn't go to Eretz Yisrael? To stay with the Maimon from the thing?
Yeah, what was
Because the
what
Mate
was the-
Midbo like would ask him like, you left them by themselves, like
No,
what
like,
did
you're
you,
right,
you
you
left
were
your
right.
people by
right,
themselves?
right. The whole thing was he was
Alright.
their shepherd. No, now you left them and you came.
You left them and you came here,
Yeah.
right? This is the Maimon
He
and
was part of it. Yeah.
the part of the skip.
Part
or
of
part
it
of the
was,
skip?
no, I was. I
It
think
was the part of the
I
skip.
think it was in the first one. Look at the
Friday.
Torah. The short one. There was the short
Right,
piece
right,
that you
right.
have to look at the Torah. It was in the middle pages.
In the middle pages.
Yeah.
It took you a second. You got over it.
No, I knew what you were saying, but my brain was in the middle of a different thing, so I had to finish that thought first before I can come back to that
Because
one.
you can skip the middle pages.
Because I don't skip the middle pages. Yeah, exactly.
היינו כנ"ל, מחמת שראה בחינת ערך אפיים שהוא תלוי בארץ ישראל כנ"ל, על כן ויקוד ארצה שהיה ליבו בוער לארץ ישראל כדי לזכות לערך אפיים. So, when he saw the patience that Eretz Israel has, that it depends, that having patience, it depends on going into Eretz Israel.
Yeah, so then
he bowed
Bowed down
down
to
and
the
his
ground.
heart got so inflamed
yeah.
to go to Eretz Israel,
Why? So you should be able to have
to
patience. Just.
able to merit a little bit of
Patience, yeah.
patience. Look at what patience can do. Coffee in the morning, you know.
No, waiting for your coffee.
Go ahead.
Not the coffee. It's waiting for
This
the
why
coffee.
this why you go to sleep.
No,
So you don't
this
have to
is-
wait for it.
No, the important thing about the coffee is when you're waiting for it for just dripping, drip, 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 drip.
Oh,
the
yeah.
pot. The main thing isn't the coffee. The main thing is the waiting for the coffee.
By the way, people who don't have a hot water consistently from a hot water urn, I switched probably 7 years ago, to a stovetop urn. It whistles when it's done. You know how great it is?
Yeah. See, it's funny.
You know, otherwise you press the button
Yeah.
and then you're not going to stand around and wait, right?
Well,
And then you get busy. By the time you come back, it's already half full. So you press it again.
it's clicked.
and then you walk
already,
away.
And then walk right.
So you end up boiling your hot water for coffee like 3
Yeah.
times.
Doesn't have any
For
bacteria
me-
by that time, no.
For me, it's whistles.
There's no bacteria at least.
For me, it's whistles. I know
Yeah.
time to make coffee.
But the main thing is the waiting. Well, you know, there's Ryan Kagan from the Kollel here. So he, as he told me by I forget if it was in Mir or in which in one in the Likutei Yeshiva. So there's always a debate when you're mixing the coffee. Was it in order to mix it, or it was for the mishing alein? Like that was the Indian. Same thing. Like you're waiting for the coffee, or you're waiting for the coffee. The main thing is you're waiting.
Right.
And
By
since
the
you
way-
need something to wait for, you make the coffee.
Now, Reb Nachman brings her a nice chiddush.
Yeah.
After you finish that, וזה שאומרו שם, in the Gemara,
Right. That's what it says. Yeah.
אחד
אחד
אומר,
אומר, one
אמסו,
He saw.
like,
he saw
yet
truth.
one says, מראה ערך אפיים.
Right. What did he see? He saw
ואחד
patience.
אומר,
One
אמסו.
said- He saw truth.
It's not truth. Now, this is, I'm pretty sure it's Rabbi Nachman saying it. מרו מר חודה ומרו מר חודה ולא יפליגי.
Meaning, the one who said this and the one who said that, they weren't arguing with each other.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
the
pretty
same
sure-
thing.
I'm pretty
The
sure-
same thing they were
I'm pretty
saying.
sure it's not part of the Gemara. I'm pretty sure it's Rabbi Nachman's chiddush, the devil לא יפליגי.
Right.
Why? כי ארץ ישראל היא בחינת אמס, כמבואר במוקם אחר.
Right.
The Mokam Acher, it doesn't bring you where, but I think it's a different place in the Likutei Moharan.
Emes me'eretz titzmach.
Right? It brings it in the pasuk, right? We brought it here.
Maybe not in this Torah, I don't think. And we did bring it in a different one. Torah.
right. הוא מעסיק שם בגמור, שמע מינו ערך אפיים רע. כי כי עיקר הוא בחינת דרך אפיים כנ"ל, וצריך כל אדם לבקש מהשם יתברך שיהיה לו כיסופים וגעגועים לארץ ישראל. See, it doesn't say that.
So meaning, even though it's true, he saw truth and he saw patience, and they're essentially the same thing. But the main part, as far as our aveda is concerned, as far as our service is concerned, is the patience. So
but now you see, it doesn't say that everybody needs to be in Eretz Israel.
Yeah.
But the same way, in order for you to have patience, you need to work on your emunah. And in order for you to have emunah, you need to work on Eretz Israel. In order for you to have Eretz Israel, you need to work on your patience.
Yeah.
It's a one cycle that you can enter it at any moment, and it's going to affect
from any place. It's a circle.
It's a circle that you can just push in.
It's like the dancing circle. That you
can push in at any point.
You enter at any point, and you're part of the circle now.
Yes. But it says that every person שיהיה לו כיסופים וגעגועים לארץ ישראל, וגם שיהיה געגועים לכל הצדיקים לארץ ישראל.
You'll never hear anybody complain in the circle when they're dancing. So
like,
wait, why is he in front of the circle and I'm in the back of the circle? That's a circle. It doesn't make that.
Exactly. But the main thing he says here, that the main thing about Eretz Israel is the kisufim and the ga'guim Eretz Israel. It's
so
already
the yearning and the
וגם שיהיה געגועים לכל הצדיקים לארץ ישראל. Also, all the tzadikim should have a yearning to Eretz Israel. והוא סגילה להכעס ולעצבות. The yearning.
You know what kisufim is? Pining.
Pining?
It's like yearning, but like almost like to the soul going out. It's like it's even stronger than yearning. Yeah.
והוא סגולה להכעס ולעצבות. What? Is
a good solution.
The yearning to Eretz Israel is
a good solution for anger and for sadness.
כי כל הכועס כאילו עובד עקום. אבל ארץ ישראל,
anybody who is angry, it's like he's serving idols. But Eretz Israel is faith.
So when you're focusing in your head about Emunah, it's the opposite.
So you're automatically pushing away the idol worship. Automatically.
And you're abolishing it. Just by thinking about Eretz Israel, you're abolishing Eretz Israel. Again, another solution that abolishes Eretz Israel.
Right.
Patient, that it's Eretz Israel, basically.
Even Tel Aviv. Even if you think about Tel Aviv, it's Eretz Israel.
In the Pride Month.
Yeah. Tel Aviv, ya habibi.
But we say it's not another thing that abolishes Eretz Israel. Eretz Israel is patience.
Right. Yeah. It is.
And Emunah.
Yeah.
And Emunah is patience.
Yeah.
It's all one big.
Look how patiently Eretz Yisrael is waiting for us, thousands of years.
I'm telling you, אבל ארץ ישראל הוא בחינת אמונה, בחינת דרך אפיים, הפך הכעס,
Eretz Yisrael is the faith, and it's patience, which is the opposite of anger.
וזה שקודם קריאת שמע, אשר אמונת הייחוד.
Right, so before saying
Shema in the ברכת השמע,
right?
אנו מבקשים, והוא יולכנו, קויממיוס לארצנו.
Before we were unifying Hashem's name,
we are yearning and missing Eretz Israel.
Right.
And through this we can get to
the Yichud, and He should bring us to our land.
And through this of your yearning to the land of Israel,
so that's why we say before this,
you're getting into Emunah. So once you have Emunah, I know Kriyat Shema Shu Emunah. So through yearning to Israel, you can approach the Shema.
Which Shema is Emunah.
Which is so in order to get Emunah, you need to
have
Eretz Israel.
Which is
back and back and back and back. And we'll be back.
That's it. Have a great.
Thank you.
I was going to say have a great day, but in these parts.
Yeah, how do you know when they're going to listen?
Not so much day anymore. That's true. Okay.